Hello everyone and welcome to Fashion Curiosities. Today we talk about one of the most iconic winter garments, the coat, the winter must-have for every fashionista. To face the cold in style, it is essential to find the perfect coat, and today we will explore together the most popular models of this season. But that's not all. I will also reveal how to choose the right model for your body shape, the details that you absolutely cannot overlook, and of course, the perfect color to shine throughout the winter. Let's go. Let's move on to one of the most beloved coat styles, the straight or masculine coat. This overcoat is the epitome of effortless elegance, falling on the figure without hugging the curves too much. Basically the piece that makes you look cool without even trying. Perfect for the rectangle figure, this coat enhances a clean and defined silhouette, but it's not just for them. Those with an inverted triangle figure, broad shoulders and narrow hips will also love it. And hourglasses, they can try it for a more androgynous yet still chic look. But be careful, here comes the twist. The straight coat is the undisputed king for those with an oval figure because it slides over the shoulders and balanced hips, magically slimming the central area. A look that not only never fails, but that will make you feel slender and ready to conquer the world. Whether it's more structured with defined shoulders and bold vertical lines, or softer for an almost oversized effect, this coat has 1,000 facets. It's the symbol of the perfect balance between masculine and feminine, a garment that accompanies you with grace, whatever your style. The second coat we're talking about now is the belted coat, also known as the robe coat, that makes you feel like you are stepping out of a 6-star hotel, but in style. This style is basically the best friend of figures who love to show off their waistline, so we're talking about you, hourglasses, triangles, and figure eights. With this coat, every curve is enhanced, as if it were saying, "Hey world, look at me." But be careful, even if you don't have a textbook waistline, don't despair. There's hope for inverted rectangles and triangles too, a softer, slightly flared belt to give that relaxed but always elegant touch. There, bam, you're ready. Now let's move on to the fitted coat, also known as the princess line. This model is so elegant that it seems made especially for those who love the classic feminine style, and for those who want to look impeccable even when going to get coffee. This coat hugs the upper body, following the lines of the bust, and waist, and then gently flares out underneath. The result? Super chic and feminine. Perfect for an hourglass, 8, or triangle. If the fit is right, it will become the gem of your closet. And even if you're a rectangle, but with a little bit of a waist, this coat will look amazing on you. If you're a super straight rectangle, well, we can always add a little magic by adding accessories, right? The oversized coat, but be careful, it's not just a model, it's a style in itself. This coat is like a warm hug in streetwear format. Casual, relaxed, and perfect for those days when you want to look cool without sacrificing comfort. Its distinctive feature? The abundance in the fit. We are talking about a garment that fits loosely, enveloping, almost as if it wanted to hide you with style. This makes it perfect for rectangle and inverted triangle figures because it balances out broad shoulders or gives volume where needed without marking too much. In short, if your motto is comfortable but trendy, this is the coat for you. Attention! If you are an hourglass, this model will not enhance your curves and could hide your waistline. The same goes for figure eights and ovals, but for the oval there is an exception. If worn in the right way, elongating the figure, the oversized coat can work great. The golden rule for oversize? Don't let it overwhelm you. The size must be right for you. The oversize must work for you and not the other way around. You must always be the star of the look, not the coat. So nothing too exaggerated. Always keep your balance and let yourself be enveloped by this relaxed but super trendy style. Now let's talk about a coat model that never goes out of style, the trapeze coat. Elegant, timeless, and capable of transforming any look into a style statement. This model, with its flared shape, is ideal for rectangle or inverted triangle figures. It enhances the bust and balances the proportions. For classic triangles, however, it is perfect. The cut hides the hips and draws attention elsewhere, becoming a true style ally. If you choose reinforced shoulder straps, you also add an extra touch of chic. Even the oval figure can take advantage of the trapeze coat, with the right precautions, such as choosing a line that slims the figure well. Remember, the key is all in the balance. And now, let's talk about this short model, which reaches just above the hips, is the height of casual chic. It's not exactly a crop, but we're almost there. Perfect for rectangle and inverted triangle figures, the caban is an ally to enhance your style. Its length and defined cut create a balanced silhouette that doesn't go unnoticed. But be careful. If you are an hourglass, an 8, or an oval, proceed with caution. The caban, often double-breasted, can emphasize the upper part of the bust, which does not always enhance these body types. So the trick is to balance. If you choose it, pair it with pieces that slim and harmonize your figure. And voila, you're done. Okay, fashion lovers, after exploring coat styles, it's time to dig deeper and talk about a key detail that can really change the way a coat looks on you: the shoulder seam. If your coat is fitted, meaning it's fitted or well-shaped, the shoulder seam needs to be perfect. What does that mean? It needs to end right at the end of your shoulder. This little detail ensures that the coat flatters your upper body, creating a balanced and clean silhouette. But what if the seam is intentionally dropped? Well, know that in this case, the shoulders will optically appear smaller and narrower. This can work well if you have broad shoulders and want to tone down the impact. But if you have sloping or poorly structured shoulders, better avoid. In that case, opt for a shoulder sewn correctly and perhaps with a little structure to add definition. Another key detail to consider is how structured the coat's shoulder is. Some coats have a shoulder that is already padded, which can be a great ally if you want to visually widen the shoulder area. But be careful. If you already have broad shoulders or want to maintain a balance between your shoulders and hips, it is better to opt for a coat with a less structured shoulder or even a more dropped shoulder. This trick works wonders to avoid the shoulders looking too pronounced compared to the rest of the body. Now that we've talked about the shoulder, let's move on to another element that is often overlooked but is crucial: the coat sleeve. The sleeve is not only functional, but also decisive for style and comfort. It connects to the shoulder seam, and there are many variations that can change the shape of the coat. So be careful, the sleeve can vary both in width and shape. Have you ever seen coats with classic sleeves? They are a passe-partout, perfect for those looking for simplicity and functionality. But there are also wider sleeves, such as batwing, kimono, or raglan sleeves. Each type of sleeve changes the look and comfort of the coat, so it is important to choose carefully for both style and functionality. Before you fall for a super trendy style, ask yourself, how comfortable will that sleeve be? For example, a kimono sleeve can be quite uncomfortable if you are used to carrying shoulder bags. You certainly don't want to find yourself fighting with the sleeves every time you have to put your bag on or off. On the other hand, a classic straight sleeve might limit you if you like to wear thick sweaters or items with voluminous sleeves under your coat. So think carefully about what you use most in your winter wardrobe. If you like to layer with chunky sweaters, maybe opt for a slightly wider sleeve so you don't feel caged. The shape of your arm also plays a big role in choosing a sleeve. If you have slim arms and don't wear heavy sweaters, you might want to go for a coat with a fuller sleeve to add some shape and dimension to the area. On the other hand, if you have large arms and don't want to add extra volume, avoid sleeves that are too big. Have you ever noticed how the lapel can completely transform the look of a coat? This small detail not only affects the overall style of the garment, but also communicates a certain type of personality and confidence. With lapel, we also take into consideration the collar, and there are many variations, from thin and minimalist collars to wide and voluminous lapels. Each model has its own character. The choice of lapel depends a lot on your personal style, but there are also other factors to take into account, such as the body shape and the proportions of the body. If you have a large bust, it is better to avoid a wide collar that adds extra volume to the bust area. In this case, the ideal choice is a medium collar or even a collarless coat. Less volume at the top will allow you to maintain balance and not overload your figure. On the contrary, if you have a small bust or breasts and want to add some volume, choose a wide and voluminous lapel. This will give the optical effect of expanding the upper body, creating a perfect visual balance. So the lapel is not just a style detail, but a real tool to balance your proportions. Another fundamental aspect of a coat is the buttoning. And here, the choice essentially boils down to two options: single-breasted or double-breasted. This decision must also be made taking into account your body shape and, in particular, the upper body area. An important trick that many underestimate is the distance between the buttons. The further the buttons are from each other, both vertically and horizontally, the more they will tend to visually widen the figure. If, on the other hand, the buttons are close together, they will elongate the bust and make the coat slimmer. Double-breasted visually widens the bust, perfect for balancing out a tight top or adding volume to a petite bust. If you already have a pronounced top or want to avoid extra width, go single-breasted. It's ideal for slimming and elongating the figure with a cleaner line. One of the most frequently asked questions in winter is what color to choose for your coat. There are no fixed rules. The right color depends on your taste and your wardrobe. Want to play it safe? Choose neutral colors like gray, black, camel, or earth tones. Always easy to match. If your favorite color is purple or baby blue, why not? Want to shine in a fiery red coat? Go ahead. Even cornflower blue or ochre are great choices if they make you feel good. Sure, bright colors seem risky, but if they are evergreen for you, you will not tire of them. The important thing is to ask yourself, will I wear this often? If so, go for it. There is nothing worse than choosing an easy neutral and then not loving it enough to wear it. We don't stop at solid colors, eh? Unique patterns and colors are a way to express your unique style and tell something about yourself through your outfit. Patterns are another world to explore. And do we want to talk about animal prints? This year, they are more in vogue than ever. And that's it, fashion lovers. Now that we've explored every detail on how to choose the perfect coat, you're ready to make the right choice and face winter in style. Remember, the right coat is not just a matter of fashion, but of expressing who you are and how you feel. Choose the model, color, and details that best represent you, and don't be afraid to dare with your style. If you like this video, leave me a like, subscribe to the Fashion Curiosities channel, and let me know in the comments which coat you will choose this winter. Until next time, and as always, keep your unique and unmistakable style.